gave you my heart.
Class 11th. Once again we are here with a new video, and in this video we are going to start a new chapter, and this chapter is work and energy. And in this video, first video, we are going to start the intro part of the chapter, and we will discuss so many terms which we had discussed in the class 9th also. Many of you remember those terms, and if you are not remember, then again you have to learn these terms and what the meaning of this and how can we apply this in the coming chapters, in the coming that numerical problem, and how to understand the concept. So it is very important to start the video, and if you are not learn the term which we are using in this video, it will be more problematic while solving the numerical. So it is my advice that everything, whatever the chapter is there, you have to learn each and everything before starting the chapter. If you have NCERT, you go through the NCERT also, read the chapter, read the content, read the topic, and then you start. Then you will get something that what is explaining in this video. So let us start the video. Work energy theorem and kinetic energy. This is the first topic in this video. Now what is energy? Energy, everyone knows energy is a property of the state of a system. It is not the property of individual object, and we have to broaden our view by thinking that what is the need of energy. If you think that anything is not possible until it has energy, if you have a motorcycle, if you have a car, if you have any vehicle, and if it has not fuel, means if it has not petrol or diesel, it cannot be moved. So we can say that the petrol or diesel what we are using, they provide the energy to the vehicle, and the vehicle runs. When the vehicle runs, that energy is converted into other form of energy, that is called kinetic energy. So that is the need. To survive the life on the earth, we need so many amount of energy in the different ways. Suppose sun is giving us energy. That energy is utilized by the plants to make the food. In that food, the chemical energy is stored, and when we use that food, we get energy. Then we use our muscular energy to perform any of the useful work. So means that energy is the most important part to perform any of the work. So energy has different forms. The first is mechanical energy. The mechanical energy is the kinetic energy which is associated with the motion within a system. Potential energy associated with the position within a system, and chemical energy, electromagnetic energy, nuclear energy, light energy, sound energy. So many type of energy are there, and it is very important, and I think everyone knows that what is the meaning of conservation of energy. Energy is conserved. It can be transferred from one object to another, or change it from, but cannot be created or destroyed. Suppose I discussed the sun is giving us energy, sun giving the energy, light energy. That light energy, with the help of light energy, the green plant make the food, and that food is stored in the plant. We, the human or the animals, they utilize that food, means we are the consumer. So we get that energy from the food, and we perform so many work. Like this, the sun heat the earth, heat the water bodies. Due to that heat, the wind flows. Due to the heat, that water again convert into the vapor, and again it form a rain. And you cannot imagine the life without the energy of sun. So it is the ultimate source of energy. So like this, if you are having energy, then you are running your bicycle, means your muscular energy is utilized to move the cycle in the form of kinetic energy. So your muscular energy is converted into the kinetic energy of cycle. This type of energy conservation we are seeing in our daily life. Suppose we are switching the light, we are switching the that fan, and fan is rotating. So what does it mean? It means that when the electric energy is gone through the wire to the fan, then fan runs. If there is no electricity, the fan will not run by itself. So energy is needed everywhere. Now the kinetic energy. The kinetic energy is energy associated with the state of motion of an object. Means when the body is moving, when the object is moving, it has energy. It is known as kinetic energy. For an object moving with a speed v, the energy formula is half mv square, where m is the mass of the body, and the unit of energy is joule. So we can say that energy, the kinetic energy, whether the potential energy or any type of energy, the energy unit is joule. 1 joule means 1 kilogram meter square per second square. So it is a SI unit of energy, joule, and it is equal to 1 kilogram meter square per second square. Now if you see that if a body is in a special condition, means a constant acceleration is acting on the body and body is moving. So here we are using this equation. You had learned this equation in the class 9th. V square minus U square is equal to 2as, means here V square minus V naught is the initial velocity and 2a is acceleration, and x minus x naught is the initial position and x is the final position, means if you subtract the initial and final position you will get the displacement. So V square minus U square is equal to 2as, and here we are using V square minus V naught square is equal to 2x minus x naught. The meaning is same. So if you multiply by 1 upon 2m on both sides of the equation, then you will get half mv square minus half mv naught square is equal to ma x minus x naught, means 1 upon 2, the 2 cancel हो जाएगा and you will get ma. So half mv square is the final kinetic energy, half mv naught square is the initial kinetic energy. So difference of kinetic energy is equal to ma and delta x. Delta x is the displacement. So m into a or ma, you know very well that it is called force. So we can write F into delta x, or we can say that difference of kinetic energy is equal to F delta x, and F delta x is known as work done also. So we can say that difference of kinetic energy is equal to work done. This is also known as work energy theorem, or we can say the kinetic energy theorem into the form of work. Now here if you see half mv square minus half mv naught square is F delta x, and it is known as work, that is called W. So work provide a link between the force and energy, and work done on an object is transferred to from it, and if W is more than 0, energy is added, means transferred to the object, and if W is less than 0, means energy is taken or transferred from the object. Now unit of work. The unit of work does not give any information about the time, how much time it takes to make the body displace, or how much velocity or acceleration of the object changes. So only the unit of work is the scalar quantity. It does not give the direction. And SI unit of work is joule, and it is equal to Newton meter, and joule is equal to kilogram meter square per second square. So this is the unit of work or work done. Now work is positive or work is negative. So work can be positive, negative, or 0. You can understand this thing, that work can be positive, work can be negative, or work can be 0. The sign of the work depend on the direction of force relative to displacement. Means whatever the sign we are using for the work done, it depend only on the direction of force and relative to displacement. Means if the force and the displacement are in same direction, then we can say that work is positive, and if the work and displacement are in opposite direction, then we can say that work is negative. So work is positive if there is work is positive that if the force and displacement are in same direction, means there is an angle between them is 0, and work is negative when the force and displacement are opposite to each other, that is the angle between them is 180 degree, and work is 0 if theta is 90 degree, and work is maximum when theta is equal to 0 degree, and work is minimum when theta is equal to 180 degree. And what we are using here, we are using the angle between the force and displacement. If force and displacement have some angle theta, and if theta is 90 degree, so we are using W is equal to Fs cos theta, and if cos theta, if you put theta 90, so cos 90 is 0, means when force and displacement are perpendicular to each other, then the work done by that force is 0. Listen the term again. I am saying the work done by that force is 0, means if the force and displacement are perpendicular, means that force is not doing any work. And if the force and displacement are opposite to each other, means the angle between them is 180 degree, then we can say that W is equal to Fs cos 180, and cos 180 is -1, so we can say that work is negative. In this case, work done by the force is negative, means work done by that force is opposite to the displacement. And when the force and displacement are in same direction, means if we are applying the force and body is displacing in the direction of force, then we can say that work done is positive. And it also means that force is doing the work in the direction of displacement, means the work done by the force is positive. Work done by the force is negative when the force and distance are opposite to each other. Work done by the force is 0 when the force and displacement are perpendicular to each other. This is the case when we are taking the angle between the force and displacement. Otherwise, if you see W is equal to Fs, and if force is applied but there is no displacement, then also the work is 0. Means the condition for work done 0 is 2. In one condition, when the force applied and there is no displacement, then also we are saying that work is 0. And when the force is there and displacement is also there but they are perpendicular to each other, in that case also the work done is 0. Means there are two conditions to work done be 0 by the force. Now if you see this diagram, when the force is 0, a man carry a bucket of water horizontally at a constant velocity. In this case also the work is 0. The force does no work on the bucket. Displacement is horizontal, force is vertical, means the angle between them is 90 degree. So F is cos 90 and cos 90 is 0. So we can say that there is no work by the force. So this is very important. A man carries a bucket of water and horizontally at a constant velocity. मीन्स इफ़ यू आर होल्डिंग अ बकेट, अगर आपने हाथ में एक बाल्टी लेकर के चल रहे हो किसी प्लेटफॉर्म पे या किसी रोड पे, तो उस केस में वर्क डन बाय द ग्रेविटी इज़ 0 बिकॉज द वेट ऑफ द बकेट इज़ डाउनवर्ड एंड यू आर मूविंग perpendicular to that force. In that case the force and displacement है 90 degree, then F is cos 90 की वैल्यू 0, तो हमारा जो वर्क डन होगा उस फोर्स के द्वारा वो भी 0 होगा. तो दिस इज़ द एग्जाम्पल व्हेन वर्क इज़ 0. Now work can be positive or negative. Work is positive when lifting the box. Suppose you are lifting the box and you are pulling the box upward and box is also moving upward. In that case work is positive, and work would be negative if the lowering the box. The force would still be upward but the displacement would be downward. In this case force and displacement are opposite to each other. In this case work is negative. Now work done by a constant force. If you see the diagram, in the first case the red line is force and the white arrow is the displacement. If you see the first condition, the force and displacement are perpendicular to each other. In this case work is 0. In the second case, if you see the work and displacement are opposite to each other, in this case the work is negative. In the third case, if you see the force and displacement are in same direction, then the W is F into delta R. Delta R is the displacement, and if you see that force and displacement are at a certain angle, then we can find the value of work done by applying this relation F delta R cos theta. So this is how can we find the work done when the angles is given between the force and displacement. So these are the four conditions in the case of work in which the work is 0, in which the work is negative, in which work is positive, and in which the work can be found by the help of this relation. So these are the four conditions. How can we find the work done by the given force? Now if there is multiple forces, if there are so many forces acting on the body, so we can apply the work done on the individual. We can find the individual work done and then we will add as algebraically. Means the total work done will be the work done by the all the forces. Means if more than one force act on an object, then the total work is equal to the algebraic sum of the work done by the individual forces, and this is a relation, that is W net is equal to summation of work done by individual forces. Means आप हर एक बॉडी का इंडिविजुअल फोर्स के द्वारा वर्क डन निकाल लो और उन सबको ऐड कर दो, then you will get the total force acting on the body by the different amount of forces or multiple forces. If you see here that work done and multiple forces, suppose that the kinetic friction coefficient of kinetic friction is mu k is 0.200, how much work done on the sled by friction, and net work if theta is 30 degree and the pull of the sled is 5 meter. So you think that total force we have to find here, so we can find the force by the friction, that is fk cos 90 or mu k cos 90, and apply the value, you put all the values, you will get the force due to friction, that is minus 4.3 10 ki power 2 joule. Minus we are putting because the force is forward and friction is backward, that's why the work done by the friction is negative. And you will find the total work done by adding all the forces, and the answer will be 90 joule. So you see this question, draw in your copy and find the values of the different forces work done by the different forces, and then you will add, you will get the result 90 joule. So till here we are ending this video. In this video what we had discussed the how the force, the work done by the force is positive, zero, negative, and what is the value of the force when there are so many forces on the body, and what is the unit of work, what is the relation between the force and work done. So till here we are ending this video, and my suggestion again that you have to read NCERT also, the content what we discuss in this video. And if you have any problem, then you can call me or you can message me, but don't hesitate to ask any of the question. Till then, thank you, have a nice day.